As Edo State Deputy Governor. Ali Ndume removed as Chief Whip of the Nigerian Senate. University of Ibadan students protest tuition fee hike. Hello there, good afternoon and welcome to the news update on Trust TV. My name is Abdullahi Ahmed. We start in Abuja as Justice James Omotosho of the Federal High Court has reinstated Philip Shaibu as the Deputy Governor of Edo State months after he was impeached by the State Assembly. In the Wednesday judgment, Justice Omotosho declared the impeachment by the Edo State House of Assembly as illegal, unconstitutional, and null and void. The court held that the said impeachment was in gross violation of the provisions of both sections 188 and 35 of the 1999 Constitution as amended. Aside from restoring Shaibu, the court also ordered that his salaries and allowances be paid to him from April when he was impeached as the Deputy Governor of Edo State. The court also issued an order of perpetual injunction restraining the Governor of the state, Godwin Obaseki, and the Edo State House of Assembly from stopping Shaibu from performing the functions of his office. Justice Omotosho also ordered the Inspector General of Police, Kayode Egbetokun, to restore the removed Deputy Governor's security details. Meanwhile, the Edo State House of Assembly has appealed the judgment of the High Court and has filed a motion for a stay of execution pending an appeal.
I want to thank the judiciary. I want to thank Justice Omotosho for his courage, and he has restored confidence that truly the judiciary is the glass hoop. And as a common person, justice has been done. And I want to thank Edo people. These people are Nigerians. Everywhere I went throughout this process, everybody I see, they tell me we are praying for you. I want to tell Edo people and Nigerians that have been praying for me, that God has answered our prayer. So I dedicate this to God and this God. This justice, judgment today, as we have found the foundation of democracy in Nigeria, and it has also sent a message to anti-democratic forces that their time is coming to an end. So democracy must survive in Nigeria. Democracy is what we have signed for. To Edo people, I'll continue to serve you everything that I have. And by the grace of God, together I do.
Staying with developments in Edo State, the legislative arm of Ego local government area of the state has impeached the council chairman, Egeche Ogbemudia, over alleged padding of the council's supplementary budget and other allegations of corruption. The impeachment was consequent upon a vote of no confidence against the chairman during a session of the legislative arm of the council on Tuesday. The impeachment sitting was presided over by the leader of the House and councillor representing Ward 3, Godwin Wadie Edigim. Shortly after the legislative house roll call, the councillor representing Ward 2, Stella Ogida, moved a motion for a non-confidence vote against the chairman over allegations of gross misconduct. The leader called for a voice vote and the majority of the councillors conceded with the motion. The Nigerian Senate has announced the removal of Senator Muhammad Ali Ndume as Chief Whip of the Senate on Wednesday. The decision was endorsed by the APC Senate caucus during plenary following a voice vote conducted by Senate President Godswill Akpabio. Senator Ali Ndume was replaced by Tahir Monguno from Borno North, a move that comes amid Ndume's recent criticisms of President Bola Ahmed Tinubu's government. The ruling party's national leadership, the APC, addressed a letter to the Senate caucus asking Ndume to resign from the APC and join an opposition party of his choice. The letter was signed by the party's national chairman, Abdullahi Ganduje, and Secretary, Barrister Ajibola Basiru. Ndume recently voiced his criticism in an interview at the National Assembly complex in Abuja, triggering a strong response from the pro-Tinubu camp within the Nigerian Senate. Senator Sunday Karimi and the ruling APC condemned Ndume's statements, describing them as derogatory.
Instead of hiding behind the veil of grass activism to decimate the hard-earned cohesion and goodwill that our party, the APC, is enjoying within and outside the country. His utterances, which are sheer propaganda, are not based on verifiable facts, are unbecoming of a member of the APC caucus in the Senate of the National Assembly, and it therefore behoves on the APC caucus to bring this to the attention of its members for necessary action to curtail his deliberate mission to undermine the government and the party and the progress of Nigeria.
To Kano State now, where Governor Abba Kabir Yusuf has approved the appointment of the second-class emirs of Gaya, Karai, and Rano Emirates. This is contained in a statement signed by his Director General of Media and Publicity, Sanusi Bature Dawakin Tofa, and made available to newsmen in Kano. The deposed emir of Gaya, Aliyu Ibrahim Abdul Qadir, was reinstated as emir of Gaya. Unlike other deposed emirs, Abdul Qadir accepted his faith and expressed willingness to work in any capacity as his deposition was announced. The newly appointed emirs are Muhammad Maharaz Karai as emir of Karai, who until his appointment was district head of Rogo, and Muhammad Isa Umar as the emir of Rano, who until his appointment was the district head of Bunkure. Now, the governor congratulates the newly appointed emirs in joining them to be custodians of culture, peace, and unity of the people across their various domains. A little earlier, my colleague Lilian Ogazi had a conversation with Professor Kamilu Fage, who is a professor of political science at the Bayero University in Kano, on the latest development.
Yeah, I think the reason is just the politics of vendetta between the current government and the last government. So that is why, you know, they are taking the step they are taking now in spite of the court injunction. You know, the case is before a court, and ideally, the state government should have stayed put. They shouldn't have gone ahead with the process until the legal case has been concluded. But because of their personal vendetta, like I said, between the former governor and then the current governor, so that is why everything they can do to, you know, upturn what the previous government did, they are doing it, regardless of whether it is legal or illegal.
All right. Now, at this point in time, do you think this is, with all the drama that has played out, do you think this is a step in a reasonable direction, or the right direction, I would say?
To me, it is not a reasonable decision in the right direction, because by our constitution, whatever is before a court, you know, it will be substitutional if somebody will talk about it, talk less of taking actions that are like contrary to the directives of the court, because what the court said is that they should remain, the status quo ante should remain, but now by taking this step, they are not complying with that direction, the ruling of the court. So I think to me and to every person, leaders who are supposed to be seen to be, abiding by the law should not be the ones that will be contravening the laws.
All right. Now, do you think this development will, lower or push the socio-political temperature in Kano?
No, I don't think it will. On the contrary, it is likely going to exacerbate things because with the case before the court, still, the contending parties will be dragging their feet on the issue because each one will now hinge on what he said.
Lilian Ogazi speaking to Professor Kamilu Fage on recent developments in Kano over the appointment of new second-class emirs in Garai, Rano and Gaya. Moving on, the police command in Katsina State says it has successfully neutralized a suspected bandit in Katare ward in Kankara local government area of the state. According to the police spokesperson in the state, the incident reportedly happened on Tuesday at Bulunkuza village in Tudunwada ward of Kankara local government area. The command's public relations officer, ASP Abubakar Sadiq Aliu, who disclosed this in a statement in Katsina on Tuesday, says one AK-47 rifle was recovered. He said that the commissioner of police in the state, Aliu Abubakar, has commended the operatives for their exceptional display of gallantry and professionalism. According to him, the commissioner also urged members of the public to continue providing the command with timely information on suspected criminal activities for prompt and decisive actions. And in Kogi State, the police has confirmed the arrest and detention of a police crime inspector in Kogi State for alleged robbery of residents of those around his duty station, the C Division in Lokoja, the state capital. The police public relations officer in Kogi State, William Aya, who confirmed the incident on Tuesday, said the officer has been arrested and is already in detention. He added that the commissioner of police in the state has ordered a thorough investigation before the next line of action can be taken over the alleged misconduct. One of the members of the gang of armed robbers who had also been on the police wanted list for other crimes confessed to the commissioner of police of robbery, as well as naming the police officer as mastermind. He confessed that they were contracted to rob the house of the owner of the car for the sole aim of getting the car to the alleged corrupt police official. Still talking security, operatives of the Nigerian Navy have arrested 8 suspected stowaways during their attempt to board 2 speedboats. Disclosing this in a Tuesday via message, the Director of Naval Information, Iwoyo Adams Aliu, said 5 of the 8 suspects admitted that they wanted to travel abroad. He said, unknown to the suspect, the patrol team of the NNS Beecroft has sighted them during a patrol conducted on July 13. According to the naval authorities, the arrest in Lagos brings a total number of 33 stowaways that have been nabbed from January to July. You're watching the news update on Trust TV. Still to come. University of Ibadan students protest, disrupt academic activities over hike in tuition fees. On this and many other stories up ahead after the break. Welcome back to the news on Trust TV. Let's take another look at our top stories. Court reinstates impeached Deputy Governor of Edo State. Nigerian Senate removes Alindume as Chief Whip. Now, the federal government has predicted that 94 towns are at risk of 5-day flooding that is set to begin on Tuesday, July 16 and end on July 20th, 2024. The Minister of State of Environment is Isiaq Salako disclosed this on Tuesday. Salako said the identified locations and their environs will likely witness heavy rainfall that may lead to flooding within the prediction period. He listed the concerned states to include Adamawa, Abia, Anambra, Akwa Ibom, Bauchi, Bayelsa, Borno, the Federal Capital Territory, among many others. The National Hajj Commission of Nigeria has completed a return flight for Nigerian pilgrims that participated in the 2024 Hajj pilgrimage. A statement by the spokesperson for NACON, Fatima Sanda Usara, stated that the exercise was completed with the airlift of 312 pilgrims from Kwara State, stating that the flight will be the 119th return flight from Saudi Arabia to Nigeria. She also announced the commencement for the preparation for the 2025 Hajj exercise. She added that the Commission's chartered airlines took 27 days to transport all Nigerian pilgrims into the kingdom during the first phase of the Hajj journey, while the return phase lasted for 25 days. Thousands of students at the University of Ibadan have protested against a hike in tuition fees and other issues as early as 8 a.m. on Wednesday morning. The visibly angry students moved in large numbers to all the entrance points of the institution, blocking access. Both academic and non-academic staff were locked out of their offices. After blocking all the entrances, the students moved from one faculty to the other to ensure that academic activities were totally paralyzed. The students, who warned sternly that there should be no video recording of the protest, explained that the school management has not been fair to them. The school fees is reported to have been increased from around 78,000 naira to between 200 and 300,000 naira.
In this university, let there be light, consistent one, please. Why pressure go to pay 300K? Why pressure go to pay 300K? Mama rent them no enter 200K. Some of us are sponsoring our electricity. They must be consistent electricity. No light, no water.
Allocation to University of Ibadan. Increase allocation to University of Ibadan. We are not stopping this protest yet. No, we won't stop. If our issue is not being addressed, we will go to National Assembly. Three of our students were victimized last time.
We are not yet
May 13 for protest. Three of our students were victimized for protest. May 13.
They continue to be calm and patient. There's something will be done. But they continue to issue threats in the form of mail.
Cross-section of University of Ibadan students there protesting a hike in tuition fees. Staying with education, but on the international scene, a free education program in Zambia has led to a huge increase in student enrollment. The Zambian government introduced free primary and secondary school education in 2021. 3 years later, an additional 2 million students are filling classrooms across the country. While the initiative is widely seen as a positive step towards brighter future for young Zambians, a lack of simultaneous investment in infrastructure is threatening education quality. Congested classrooms, a lack of teachers, and a shortage of desks or textbooks means that pupils are not reaching key educational targets set by the government, according to the United Nations Children Agency. While 87.9% of children are enrolled in primary school, net enrollment in secondary school is just 42.9%, with a 67.5% transition rate from primary to secondary school stages. In a global operation targeting West African organized crime groups across 5 continents, police have arrested 300 persons, seized $3 million and blocked 700 120 bank accounts, according to Interpol in a statement released on Tuesday. Operation Jackal 3, which ran from 10 April to 3rd of July in 21 countries, aimed to fight online financial fraud and the West African syndicates behind it, according to the agency in a statement. One of the targeted groups was Black Axe, one of the most prominent criminal networks in West Africa, which operates in cyber fraud, human trafficking, and drug smuggling. It is said to be responsible for violent crimes both within Africa and around the world. Black Axe used money mules to open bank accounts worldwide and is now under investigation in over 40 countries for related money laundering activities. The suspects include citizens from Argentina, Colombia, Nigeria, and Venezuela. Russian Foreign Minister Sergei Lavrov on Tuesday engaged in bilateral communications with his counterparts from Hungary, Switzerland, Iran, Libya, and Kuwait during the UN Security Council session. During his meeting with Hungarian Foreign Minister Peter Szijjártó, Lavrov emphasized the importance of implementing the agreements made by the President and the Prime Minister. Additionally, Sergei Lavrov extended an invitation to acting Iranian Foreign Minister Ali Bagheri Khani to visit Russia, discuss the situation in Libya with the acting Foreign Minister of the country's Tripoli-based government of national unity, and also commended Kuwait's Foreign Minister Abdullah Ali Al-Yahya for their balanced approach to global affairs.
Because it was very telling what we heard from our Western friends, and we appreciate the balanced approach to the world affairs which you and other participants from Africa, Latin America, and Asia expressed.
Additionally, Lavrov extended an invitation to us.
Now, let's talk sports. The NPFL, the Nigeria Professional Football League, has announced a significant increase in the prize money for the upcoming 2024-2025 season, with the league champion set to receive 200 million naira. This was revealed by the NPFL chairman, Benga Elegbele, during the NPFL annual general meeting in Abuja. Recall that the previous winner, Rangers International, got home with 150 million naira. Still talking Nigerian football, Lobby Stars of Makurdi are set to make a return to the Upper Aku Stadium to prosecute their home matches in the upcoming NPFL season. According to the Chief Executive Officer and Vice Chairman of the club, Dominic Ayofa, Governor Hyacinth Alia has promised fans and supporters that Lobby Stars will play their home matches in Makurdi. Speaking further, Ayofa assured that the team will make a return to their hallowed ground in Makurdi tentatively for the first week in October this year. He noted that the team is yet to decide whether to play their opening 3 home matches of the league beginning by 31st of August. The Yes Father Boys will host Accra United, I beg your pardon, in their first league game for the 2024-2025 season. Athletes from around the world will soon converge to the Olympic Village, which will be home to 14,000 people during the Paris 2024 Games. The site is the size of 70 football pitches and will offer large dining hall with different food stations, a vast gymnasium, training grounds for a number of sports, a polyclinic, I beg your pardon, prayer rooms, and anti-doping center. Athletes will be able to travel across the site on board electric vehicles from scene rivers, relaxing areas of the transport hub of the other side of the Games Village. After the Olympic Games, each building will be refurbished and remodeled to create around 3,000 new flats, including social housing. Well, that's it. You're up to date with the latest news stories at this hour. You can check back a little later for more at 6 o'clock. But for now, follow us across our social media platforms to stay in touch. You can also visit our website, trusttv.com, for the latest news, programs and documentaries. My name is Abdullahi Ahmed. Thank you for your time. We'll see you soon.